Thanks to a Facebook Marketplace pickup, we were able to get 9 games for $45 this week. A couple I've already got, but for the most part, we're going to be adding a whole bunch of new games into the collection. Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Ant from Gaming Antics, and it is Friday, which means it is time for another games haul video. Now, as I mentioned, we picked up a bunch of games from Facebook Marketplace. There's some pretty big titles in here and a couple that I've never heard of before, so I'm excited to check out what they're all about. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and check out what we picked up this week. So first up, we've got Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Build and battle through the original trilogy. Play through a fun Star Wars galaxy that combines the endless customization of LEGO with the epic story from Star Wars original series. We've got building and riding vehicles, mixing and matching characters, and obviously the LEGO co-op style play that is absolutely fantastic. Now, I've actually played a little bit of the LEGO Star Wars original series. They remastered it or re-released it not that long ago, and I played a little bit with my daughter. It's a fun game. As I mentioned with the LEGO games the other week, the LEGO games are just absolutely fantastic. Decent disc. There's not much that can be said about them that can't be said about every other LEGO game, so it's going to be hard moving forward when we're doing these for LEGO games. The cool thing about this, though, is that I am a big Star Wars fan, and I love playing Star Wars games. And the LEGO ones just make it really fun as well. We've got some cool pictures in the booklet, though, some scenes from the Star Wars game. We got the different character customizations, a bunch of different stuff in the booklet. This is a good booklet. It has a little introduction from C-3PO as well in there. But yeah, solid pickup. Once again, hate that it's classics, but we chuck it in anyway, right? So really good pickup. Next up, we've got another one that replaces one that we lost in the Great Doggo Damaging, and that is Saints Row, the first one. Saints Row Sinners Welcome. Welcome to Stillwater, an open world city with attitude. A city controlled by rival gangs, a city you are about to take over. So make money any way you can, go wherever and do whatever you want, but bring chaos, death, and destruction. Customization equals style equals respect. It's obviously just customizing your different stuff, building the different things, and there's online play as well, but that doesn't matter too much to us. I've said this a bunch of times, but Saints Row is one of those games I'm really excited to play. I've never played them, but I know they're on the list of favorite games for some people. This disc is a little bit scuffed, but it might still play. No manual for this one. It's interesting. I'm looking at this cover, and it looks like it's been reprinted because it's got like an off color to it. I don't know whether it shows up on the camera though. It's got like a little bit of an off color to it when you're looking at it in real life, and some of the words are blurred, so I don't know whether that's a reprint or not. The other big thing is that the disc is a classics disc, but the cover isn't a classics cover. But yeah, Saints Row, very similar to GTA, a little bit more outrageous, I'd say, and looks like it's got a really, really interesting story. So another one to refill that little bit. We're getting close to actually getting back to the point where we haven't lost any games, so that's exciting. Next up, we've got Eternal Sonata. This is one that I've actually been looking at for a fair while, and I'm really excited to play it. It looks like a turn-based RPG, innovative battle systems that combines free roam and turn-based actions. Yeah, so it's a turn-based. Strategic use of light and darkness that affects the player's special abilities and the enemy's powers. And deeply moving story combined with mesmerizing music. Cross the bridge between dreams and reality. On his deathbed, the famous composer, Chopin, drifts between this life and the next. On the border between dreams and reality, Chopin discovers the light that shines in all of us in this enduring tale of good and evil, love and betrayal. It's got co-op 2 to 3 player. I wonder how that would work. Interesting synopsis. I do want to give it a shot. It's one of those ones like Final Fantasy or Lost Odyssey, Mario RPG, and it honestly looks really interesting. Disc is clean. This was one of the grabbing points when we've got a receipt. They paid $20 for it. This is one of the ones that when I seen it in the ad, I really wanted to pick it up because I've wanted to pick this game up for a little while now. Really good booklet, actually. So it's got backgrounds on all the characters. It's got an introduction here. Late on the night of October 16th, 1849, in an apartment at 12 Place Vendôme in the heart of Paris. Yeah, so anyway. big introduction, backgrounds on the characters, details on the HUD, like all the usual stuff that you'd expect, but I like the story stuff in that. Gets you excited for the game. So yeah, Eternal Sonata, I'm keen to give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. I'm keen to see what the co-op's like on that. Next up, we've got a limited edition copy of Anarchy Reigns. I don't know whether the A is a part of that, but 16-player Battle Royale. Over 16 characters to choose from. Battle Royale mode pits up to 16 players on one map in a kick-ass melee combat. There's other multiplayer modes, and there's also a single-player mode. So this looks like it's a beat-em-up by the looks of it, or by the sounds of it. Probably something similar to Mortal Kombat, or I don't know why I was going to say Call of Duty, because that's not it. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, things like that. We've got the different game modes. We've got the characters in here. So Jack or Leo. From what I understand, you can only play as 2 characters during the campaign mode. Street Brawl. Or maybe it's a Street Fighter, something similar to, say, like Double Dragon. That could actually be what it looks like. Don't know whether it's up my alley or not. I'd probably have to look at it a little bit more. But, you know, I've spoken about it before. These sorts of games, I'm willing to at least try them to see what they're like and see if they're interesting to me at all. Like, the character design on them looks super sick. There's some really cool looking characters. There's a dude with what looks like a chainsaw that's got lights coming out of it or something like that. Could be interesting. But yeah, Anarchy Reigns. Another good addition. Next up, we've got one that I sold, unfortunately, quite a while ago to fund more gaming pickups, but I wish I hadn't have sold it, and that is Condemned, the original Condemned. So the hunt for a serial killer has never been so terrifyingly real. A cunning and ruthless killer is taunting authorities with a series of grisly murders. As FBI agent Ethan Thomas, your investigation will pit you against the most violent side of humanity as you unravel clues left by the killer. Stay alive using any weapon you can, from firearms to lead pipes to whatever you can pry from the fully interactive environment. That's cool. Unprecedented high-definition graphics and meticulously crafted 5.1 surround sound plunge you into a world of violent crimes. That's kind of scary. Use sophisticated forensic tools to investigate crime scenes and uncover evidence in this intense, one-of-a-kind psychological thriller. So there you go. Condemned, another classics one. On the back it says disc and book in near mint condition. So, I mean, yeah, that is pretty good, to be 100% honest. This is one that I've always been interested in, and I've never played it. I remember seeing it. Well, I had it. I bought it with the intention of playing it, but never did. I remember seeing it, and I love those crime detective ones where you go through, similar to LA Noire and things like that, where you're trying to solve the crime. You get the different clues, the different forensic details, and then you make your decisions based on that. And Condemned just took that and added that horror aspect as well to it. And I thought that was a really cool concept. I just, yeah, unfortunately never got to give it a shot. So the last one on the list, and this one is one that's going to replace one that we already have. We've got Prototype 2, but we've got it in the cardboard case, so almost like a special edition version. Now, we've already spoken about Prototype 2 on the channel, and if you know, you know. The first one of this is absolutely fantastic. The exploration around the city, the powers, the story was absolutely great. I have watched someone recently talk about how it hasn't aged too well, so I'm keen to see how it plays. But yeah, we got the slipcase now, and I'm gonna replace this one in the collection with this one because the disc is cleaner on this one as well. So that's another pickup, but we can't add that to the list. Otherwise, the other ones that we did pick up, which I'm not gonna go into too much detail about because we have covered most of them recently. We picked up a replacement for Darksiders 2. We picked up Saints Row 2, but I do have a better copy, so that one's getting sold. And I picked up Fallout New Vegas, but once again, I've got a better copy. And this one, oh no, it does have the book. I thought it didn't have the book, but I do have a better copy, so we're going to be selling this one as well and putting that back towards the games list. So a nice little pickup there of, yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, including those, but we get to add 6 into, oh wait, we get to add 5 into the mix because we've already got Darksiders. But Condemned, Anarchy Reigns, Eternal Sonata, Saints Row, and the Lego Star Wars #2, the original trilogy. Let me know if you've played Anarchy Reigns or Eternal Sonata before. I'd love to know what your thoughts on those two are. They look like interesting games. It just depends on whether it's my style or not. So I'm going to add these into the collection and give you guys an update. I think we've hit 200. I may be wrong. We might be one away, but I think we've hit 200, which is super exciting. All right, so the games are all in, and we are just shy of 200. We're up to 197 Xbox 360 titles. So 3 more. Next week, we'll be hitting that 200 mark, pending me being able to find 3 more games, but it should be pretty easy, right? So yeah, good progress. We're making good progress there, and I'm really excited to get to that 200 point. So you guys know I've been playing a lot of Xbox 360 games recently. I finished Mass Effect 3. I finished the whole Mass Effect series. I finished Bulletstorm. I finished the Fable games. And just recently I finished Dante's Inferno, which was, what the heck? Anyway, it was a good game. But I started thinking about what the next game I wanted to play was, and I found myself thinking about what genres of gaming I tend to gravitate towards, because pretty much every game that I was going to play was one of 2 genres, which was either action adventure games or heavy story FPS games. They were pretty much the only 2. I wasn't looking at the fighting games, the racing games. I wasn't looking at the intricate stealth shooters, even though I love them. It's just the action adventure or FPS story. That was pretty much it. Even down to the third person over the shoulder style of Mass Effect and Gears of War. Like, I still don't gravitate towards them. So that got me thinking, what is your go-to game genre? Like, I mean, the ones that you find yourself gravitating towards each time you go to play. So not the ones that you think is your favorite, but the ones you tend to play the most. Because to me, I don't think action adventure or FPS story games are my favorite types of video games. I love old school fantasy, hack and slash style, you know, things like Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, games like that. I love the medieval style, the Lord of the Rings games. I feel like that's my favorite genre, but for some unknown reason, I never actively go to play them. So let me know what your go-to genre is down in the comments. Once again, this week, there is not much to announce. This week's been a pretty quiet week. I went to Melbourne on the weekend. I picked up those games, and that's pretty much been my entire week. I've played a bunch of games. There's a whole bunch of new content coming out. Fable 2 Part 1 video should be out before this one. No. After this one, next Tuesday. And I'm just working on a bunch of stuff to keep pushing out content. So that's pretty much what's been up at the moment. One thing I will mention is we are 7 subscribers at the time of this recording. We're 7 subscribers away from 100 subscribers, which is absolutely mad. So thank you everyone who's joined in and who is watching the videos. I really do appreciate it. I know I say that every video, but it does mean a lot. It's really cool to see something that you like doing, a part of your hopby, be enjoyed by other people. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm not going to stick around too long. This one's going to be a little bit of a short one just because there's not much happening. Hopefully there's more happening in the next weeks. But I do appreciate you watching the video. If you are new to the channel and you enjoy Xbox 360 collecting or seeing someone play your favorite games for the very first time, consider subscribing and following along with the journey. Once again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. And as always, enjoy your gaming.